now on to me here.
Yeah.
And I just want to
finally.
say for the Capricorn to start off here that 2020 was supposed to be my year. It was called the lucky year for the Capricorn. It says here, unlike in 2019, which was awful, everyone, for me, just so you guys know, the year 2020 will be extraordinary for Capricorns. And here we are all talking about the aspects of their lives. And in 2020, it'll be the best year for Capricorns, full of material and emotional well-being. Okay. In December, it told me to get rid of all the things that made me upset or sad or whatever like that. So I did. I got all ready. I cleansed myself for 2020, knowing it was going to be a fantastic year. And then the fucking pandemic.
But I feel like you
and I
can
don't know
still
if this was
have the best
out
year.
of the... Yes, like it's better for sure. And know what? It's only a few months in. I have a lot of hope. But it's just funny. It's telling me here it's going to be the best year of my life. And know what? So far, nothing terrible has happened to me. But this whole situation is kind of shitty. But I just wanted everyone to know that
it told you it was going to be the best
year of my life. Yeah. It keeps telling me that the planet Saturn and, well, I'm governed by the planet Saturn and the Earth, and it is an Earth sign, and I'm an Earth sign, and it's the best thing to happen ever. So it better fucking pick up here.
Oh my God.
Just
what
wanted
was
you
some
guys to know
things that you read about Capricorn that you found interesting or were questioning?
Well, there's a lot of stuff that goes with me. There's a few things I'm like, I don't know, but most things, I am a Capricorn, 100%.
Yes.
I don't know if it's because of my horoscope or if it's just a coincidence. We'll just have to see.
Can I just interject with a small story?
Why?
Because
this is such a Leo thing
no,
to do.
this
You're
is
stealing
a
my Capricorn time.
No, this is about Capricorn.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I was watching a video of Norman Reyes or Reedus. I forget. I don't know his name. He plays Daryl in The Walking Dead. Anyways, he's a Capricorn, and he was on an internet commercial show thing where he answers Google questions about himself. So he had to explain himself as a Capricorn, but he did it in a way that he's like, so Capricorns are this, 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 and this, and I fit into this because I'm this, 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 and this. And I just thought that was such a Capricorn way of explaining himself, because if
would you see me up there doing it the same way?
Exactly. I would be like, oh yeah, I'm a Leo naturally. Like no facts. I'd just be like, yeah, no naturally facts. I'm a Leo. But no, Capricorns
and
are
you've
all
said
about
that
facts.
a million times too.
I do. That's my catchphrase. Yep, I'm a Leo.
But that's how you talk about anything, though. That's why I said you're not sharp with insights, because you're never like this, and this is why this is happening. You're like, this is happening because bad key. Everything's bad. Side story, everyone. Morgan had this beater of a van. I think she still has it.
It's not a van. It's a Dodge Journey, and it's still alive. Thank you.
And there was a malfunction with a dashboard at the front of the van, and I got in one day. I keep calling it a van.
It's not a van. It's an SUV.
And I sit in it, and I look at the front, and I see the words "bad key" blare, like they're like blinking at me. Bad key, bad key. And then I look over to Morgan, and she goes, "Bad key." And then we both start laughing. I'm thinking I'm so confused. No. Anyways, it got fixed.
Yeah, because there was a recall with the ignition. And whenever I would try to start my vehicle, it would just say bad key and it wouldn't start. So I'd have to wait until it wasn't a bad key anymore, until it behaved.
But now we always say that in bad situations.
Bad key.
In bad situations, or something bad happens, or if something's acting bad, like if my cat will be bad key all the time.
The first time that happened to me, I was on my way up to Kenora last summer, about a year ago today. I had all my stuff like packed in my vehicle. I just stopped at a small city before Kenora to get my groceries and stuff. And I have everything all packed up. I'm all happy, and I go to start the car, and it says bad key, and it won't start. And I'm trying to make it to Kenora before the sun goes down. Oh my God. So I take a Snapchat video with the turtle mouth and the funny voice, and I send it to my family. I'm like, naturally, this is fucked. But it was, I took a deep breath and I started it, and it was great. it finally worked. But it did that to me all summer. It was horrible.
Yeah, at least it's over now. That whole phase of your life is over. Like I'm hoping my 2019 was.
Let's continue with Capricorn.
I'd like to start off with a few memes here.
Memes.
I feel like this really shows. The first one is a scary man in a white mask and a black like cloak. Obviously looks kind of like Scream.
Okay.
And he's running down a hallway, and this person's running, and it's kind of blurry. And it says Capricorn over the person running, and then in the back it says, "Let's talk about our feelings," on top of the person with the scary mask. True.
Yeah.
That is me. Okay.
Yeah, good luck getting you to feel anything or acknowledge any feeling.
Right. So the other meme is, it says, "This is such a Capricorn mood," and then it has this girl, and she's doing like an interview on a reality TV show. You know, when they go in those rooms and they do their interviews?
Yeah.
And it says, "I was never a child. As soon as I popped out of my mom, I just was in the now." Which is funny because I was like, that is kind of true.
That's you.
Because I feel like a lot of Capricorns just feel like they've always been more of the adult in every situation, usually.
That's interesting.
This one says, "Even Jesus is a Capricorn."
Yes, I knew that.
But he wasn't actually born in December, so was he though? Capricorns are apparently ambitious and practical. Tell me how you feel about that.
Yeah. I'd say you're very practical.
Okay.
Ambitious too, yeah.
And are likely to have an excellent sense of social responsibility and humor.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. Like, you're fucking hilarious. And then the social responsibility.
What'd you say? Sorry? What'd you say?
Yeah, like, you're fucking hilarious.
Oh, I just wanted to hear you say it again.
Yeah, I figured. Oh my God.
Okay, they also tend to be conscious of social mores and perhaps to the point of overconcern. 100%. I constantly overthink if I should say something or not on this because I don't want to say the unpolitically correct thing.
Yes.
Even though there's some things I want to say and they're not politically correct because it's funny, I won't say it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Their natural caution allows them to advance slowly and steadily up to the top. I'd say so because even in my first job at McDonald's, I was a manager in like 2 years, a year and a half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And steadily,
like I went up real quick.
Yeah, and you got promoted. You didn't have to promote yourself like I did.
Oh no, like I was a crew trainer in not even a year.
Yeah.
Or maybe a year exactly.
Yeah.
And I just
I didn't even get Employee of the Month until I was almost gone after 6 years. And I
got Employee of the Month my first month there.
No, I had to campaign to get people to think of me. Because I was a good worker, guys, but I was also stoned half the time, so nobody thought of me for Employee of the Month. I literally go to each manager and say, "I want Employee of the Month."
You got it eventually, didn't you?
After 6 years. I was like 2 months before I left. And I also had to promote myself to crew trainer. I just stole the hat and wrote my name on the list.
Yes, I remember that.
And then one of our
people thought you were one. It was funny.
No, I was.
And you started training people.
Exactly. Well, my first training shift I was actually 2 hours late for, but it's fine. That was a common.
And you wonder why they never wanted you to go up.
Well, I never wondered. I knew why. I was not reliable. I was late for probably 80% of my shifts in university.
Yeah, you're not like that now. It was just because you were so young.
Because I was so young and partying, and I would wake up and my phone would be dead.
It didn't help. Dude, I fell asleep at your house. Remember, I was late for one of my manager shifts. I was supposed to work 8 to 4, and we got so drunk the night before I showed up at 9:30.
Oh my God, no, listen.
It happened to me 3 times.
Okay, small story. I was partying, and we're going to have a whole episode on these stories, so I have so many of them. This one time I wake up, and I turn over to the guy that I'm with, and I say, "What time is it?" Because my phone was dead. And he's like, "You're not going to like it." I was like, "What time is it?"
He knew.
And he's like,
knew.
"It's 9:30. And I was supposed to work at 7. Okay? My parents are out of town. My sister isn't in town. I have nobody that I can call to get a ride. So I run up from the university, which is up a huge hill and about 5 blocks north of my house. So I run down the hiking trail to my house, throw on my uniform, and run to work. And I walk in, I'm like, "Hey guys, sorry." They're like, "Oh, no worries. We knew that you were coming."
Oh, you missed the whole breakfast.
I know, and that was my
morning.
first training shift, and I get there, and my trainee's like, "Oh, it's okay. So and so took over." Another person that had just like started.
Was it me working that just said it's fine, or who was?
No,
working?
I don't remember who it was, but
Jesus.
Oh my God,
that's so funny. No, the same thing happened to me. I woke up and to my mom calling me. It was 9:30. Don't you work? Didn't you work at 7?
Oh my God.
I said, I don't know. Did I?
Oh,
I'm fucking hammered. Still.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
So nervous.
Yeah, crazy.
I could never even imagine being late now.
No, me neither. Me neither. But
I'm always
when you're
15 minutes early
17,
for a shift.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
It makes me hate myself when I look back to that.
I don't hate myself because it was a fun time and I got awesome experiences out of it. And I still have no idea how I got good reviews or references from my McDonald's managers.
It's because we're so young. They know, like we're even though we thought we were older, we were kids. Like we were 17, 18.
Child.
Like when I look at my cousins who are 18, I still think of them as children. And
They're little
they
babies.
don't think of themselves as that. But they were the same age as me when I was like doing all that stupid shit.
Right.
Okay, we need to get back to me now.
Okay, we weren't done?
Back to my Capricorn reading. Oh, sorry, you weren't finished? No one wants to hear about you. Okay,
God.
the next ones are so true it hurts me. Capricorns represents the accomplishments of the material and the quest for prestige, honor, and success in a public achievement. 100%. I also want an assistant and a Tesla.
Yes, a Tesla and an assistant.
An assistant. And I'll be happy. That's all I want in life. I don't even need a house. I'll just sleep in the Tesla. Or I'll sleep with my assistants.
Oh my God.
So the first requirement to be my assistant, and you need to have a bedroom for me as well. It is also possible that the driving force behind their ambition partially lies in deep-rooted feelings of insecurity. Ouch.
Oh my gosh.
I've never heard something more true in my life.
That's why it hurts.
That is exactly why I strive for certain things and I want certain things, is because I never had them. So I'm insecure about it. That's fine.
You've accepted it.
I've accepted it. I just don't like it. Okay. Capricorns put themselves under enormous pressure to perform and can feel personally responsible for those around them. 100%.
That's
If I'm at work and no one comes and says hi to me that day, and it might just be because everyone's really busy, I'm like, oh, people don't like me. Something happened.
Oh my God, what did I do?
What did I do? Did something happen?
You did that a lot with your one relationship.
Busy. I thought everything was my fault and I did something wrong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because I didn't know. I didn't understand.
Too young.
Mm-hmm. Now I know. Now I don't think anything's my fault.
Sad. Yeah, no, you took on my Leo mentality.
Now I'm always like, check yourself. But no, that's how I always was. I'm still like that at work a little bit, like not that bad, but if I do get a little self-conscious about it just because it's newer. Right? So you don't want to step on anyone's toes or anything. But
I feel that for sure.
For sure, my first relationship taught me not to think everything was my fault, because it wasn't. Capricorns exemplify the values of hard work and accomplishment in the service of the goals of humanity. Sure, why not? What do you think? I don't know.
I think that for sure.
Yeah, okay. And the redemption comes from when they allow the spiritual joy that they feel inside to fully express itself in a graceful acts of loving kindness. That is the least bit of me I've ever heard. Is that me? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I was cringing saying that.
I think that's not aligned with you personally, but maybe other Capricorns, we don't know. Let us know, guys.
Maybe I don't know my redemption because I've never allowed spiritual joy to come inside of me.
Oh my, what the
fully
fuck?
Feel expressed.
You've never felt joy?
I'm disagreeing with this line saying that our redemption comes with allowing spiritual joy and all this stuff, because I'm not a spiritual person, but I do think that our redemption comes when we're finally able to accept the ability to just see the world as it is here, instead of constantly thinking about what it could be and what it might be and all that stuff, because that's always what I do.
Oh, okay.
I feel like
that makes more sense.
I feel like when I can finally, maybe I'm just trying to figure out how else I could read this line. Maybe that's what it kind of means for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a Capricorn thing. We overthink everything. We're thinkers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure.
Capricorns are always thinking about like everything, and they're always thinking about crazy stuff all the time for the most part. Like that's why Stephen Hawking is a Capricorn.
Really?
Yeah, his brain was always going at everything. So was Isaac Newton. Martin Luther King, who was an advocate and was always out there, and he didn't or not, he was out there telling exactly how he felt about everything, and I love him for that.
Mm-hmm.
And he made a difference. That's the thing, though, is I think and I really hope one day that I can be a person that can make an impact and a difference and do something positive for people. My last part, I'm an earth sign. Okay. The earth energy is grounded and heavy, responding to gravity of the physical circumstances and limitations. Okay.
Why are you reading it like Professor Snape?
Because I feel like this is how I feel like this is how you're supposed to read it when you're one with your spirituality.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So earth people, why the fuck is it saying that? Earth people are in touch with their bodies and the pleasures of the physical world around them. They are givers of form and structure. They are endurer. They are self-sufficient in a way that is lighter than fire and air elements are not. Oh, I was reading it like earth people as in everyone, but it means me, earth, because our sign, my sign's
exactly.
Earth.
Oh my god.
I was like, how does this have to do with me?
Oh my god.
Anyway, so by the end of the day, we're outgoing, creative rather than passive, representing self-starters who make their own power known. And because my ruling planet of Capricorn is Saturn, it indicates areas where the personality will be restricted by fears and lack of confidence, and also areas which is important to be worked on in this lifetime. Definitely think that I am restricted by fears and lack of confidence, for sure.
Yes, for sure.
And yeah, that's
I think that sums you up
all
well.
I can stand to talk about myself. I can't talk about myself any longer. Unlike the Leo, just keep going and going. But apparently here, it's telling me that I have a lot of strengths.
Yes.
Patient, economical, serious, confident, humorous, modest. I feel like those are all good.
Yeah, that's all you.
But my weaknesses, they're all within a category of themselves. They're basically yelling the same words at me here.
Oh, okay.
They're narrow-hearted.
What does that mean?
Narrow-hearted, like my heart isn't open. It's narrow only towards some people and some things. I'm not open-hearted, it's saying.
Okay.
Which is true and not true. I think I'm very open-hearted for most things. But it's fine. Definitely unforgiving could be one, depending. Relentless, harsh, dark, sour. I guess I could be, kind of. Not really, though. And that's fine. I'm not going to say the rest. They're just mean.
Oh, okay.